Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends! Ch5 Alive here, and it is time for the first ever Channel 5 Gaming Planet Coaster 2 community contest. And what other better way to do it than with the brand new feature to Planet Coaster 2, Flumes and Pools. I think that's the best way. We did a poll on Discord, and within the first 6 hours, I haven't even let this run for a day yet at the time of this recording, the vote for flat rides was 50, and the vote for Flumes was 160. And if you didn't see yesterday's video, it was Flumes and Pools Blueprint Spotlight. You're going to absolutely want to go watch that because this entire contest is spawned from that. We did a lot of the best ever Flumes and Pools creations in yesterday's video, and it got me super stoked and excited for this contest in particular. So we're going to break down all of the rules here. So before you get started, you do have to be a Discord member. It's part of the rules, and this form can be found on Discord in the announcements. So get on Discord if you want to participate. Even if you're a console member or whatever, you can still get Discord on your phone and join that way and be a Discord member on your phone. Console members are absolutely 100% included in this contest. PC, Xbox, PlayStation 5, let's go. All-inclusive contest. So, shout out to Chat. She helped write this up with me, and she did 99% of the work, and I added a couple things. I gave her the ideas, and she fired away really well edited and written document, and let's just go over it real quick. It's time to dive into our first ever Channel 5 Gaming Planet Coaster 2 community contest. This exciting contest is all about making a splash with your creativity and flair. Design an unforgettable flume attraction that's fun, functional, and filled with imaginative details. Your mission, to take the flume ride tools in Planet Coaster 2 and create a one-of-a-kind water-based attraction. Whether you're creating a serene oasis, a tropical paradise, or a futuristic dreamscape, your flume should be the centerpiece of a detailed, immersive blueprint. Important note, coaster/track ride log flumes are not eligible for this contest. So a log flume is not a flume. This is a quote-unquote water slide contest. Rules and requirements, as mentioned, you must be a Discord member. And with that, yes, the submission form for Planet Coaster submissions for Planet Coaster 2 is public, but that is not the submission form for this contest. Do not submit me anything using the Planet Coaster 2 submission form. There will be a separate form for that. So again, you have to be a Discord member to get access to both this form as well as the new contest only submission form. I simply don't want the contest submissions getting mixed up with the regular submissions and vice versa. Makes sense? Your blueprint must be a 4K blueprint, fit within 4K so that it is considered a blueprint. With that being said, blueprints do have a maximum of 5 coasters or flumes in a blueprint. So we can't actually go above 5, otherwise we may have allowed it. But yes, you can have one minimum flume up to 5. You are going to be required to have a changing room because your blueprint people should be able to change in order to go on their flumes, as well as a lifeguard, especially if you have a pool. Optional features, speaking of which, are pools. Not all flumes have to actually end in a pool, so it's not technically required. If you want to do some flumes, you want to do some slides that end on concrete, you can do that, but pools are also awesome. Lazy rivers are also awesome. So you can include lazy rivers, pools, hot springs, hot tubs, whatever you want. You can make it as long as you have flumes, and the flumes are the focal point. You can still have all this other awesomeness. So emporiums, because if you have a lazy river or you have, slides that use dinghies and rafts and stuff, people might want to be able to buy some of that stuff from the emporiums. Bathrooms are awesome. Pool pass, particularly important if no one in the contest had a pool pass in their blueprint. We actually wouldn't be able to sell them tickets to go into the swimming pools and flumes, but I can definitely plop one down at the park entrance. Food and drink stalls are optional. You can sell some gulpy refreshments. Maybe you want your whole theme to be around gulpy. Maybe you want your whole theme to be around a certain brand from the game, Viva La Vegan or something. You can brand it around a food or drink stall, incorporate that into your design, and let the guests sit down, have a drink, have some food while they watch people climb the stairs and go down the slides. So it's kind of like you're making like a plaza. You're making like a little resort, if you will. The queue and pathies are gonna be really important, guys. We want like a nice footprint, you know, like the pathing's all nice. I just plop it down, connect a path to it, and it's good to go. I don't want exits at the back, entrances at the front, and weird things like this where I gotta run 1,000 paths around. Make a nice footprint where it just plops down easy and it's good to go. So make sure to select your pathing and include that with your blueprint. Also, we would like to see some fantastic nighttime lighting, so something to include there. I would love the idea of including music and sound effects. While you can't, from my understanding, hook a song up to a flume, you can put a speaker down. So maybe include some ambience. Maybe if you're doing a tropical resort, add some of that fun tropical resort music and, you know, we can actually feel the vibes. So this is a very interesting segment here. There's a new rule addendums. So what we're going to be doing for the first time ever in 8 years, 40 plus contests, we're going to feature the legends first and work down the brackets. That way the contest kicks off with a bang, the viewers are excited, everybody's excited, and there's less to feature in the front. Maybe we can only get a couple of legends, couple of grandmasters, and then it gets bigger and bigger and bigger as the contest goes on. With that, every time we've had a contest, we'll have some brand new builder to the game or somebody who just submits it wrong, doesn't follow the rules, doesn't listen, maybe makes a two-piece blueprint that has absolutely nothing in it, or just doesn't put any effort in and just wants the spotlight and just wants the attention. Happens all the time. So we do disqualify things time to time, but this time around, since the builders are last, I can go through them all and say, hey, I don't think I'm going to feature these ones, guys. You are technically disqualified. But because I need about a week or so to record everything before I even get to the builders will have that 1 week extension to get re-qualified from being disqualified. But in the spirit of fairness, we will extend that to all of the builders. But that doesn't mean the deadline is 1 week longer than everybody else's. No, everybody get your submissions in at the same time so that I can review them. And the ones that I feel are disqualified, I will let know, and they will have a week to add on and try to get re-qualified based off some feedback and pointers that we give them. All the other builders will also be able to take that week to update their build if they so feel like they need to. Make sense? And with that, since the legends are going first, we're going to make things a little spicier. For the first time ever, masters, grandmasters, pioneers, and legends, we're going to have them have a different rule set. They can use a 2-part blueprint up to 8,000 pieces, but they must use snap edges in the game to ensure seamless placement. So I take one blueprint, I take the other, snap them together, it's done. This needs to be reworded. Opting to include a snap edge while... Oh, I'm not in edit mode. I will edit this to say while opting to forego a blueprint exceeding 4K will result in disqualification. Basically, you could do a 4K blueprint if you're a master, grandmaster, pioneer, or legend, but just know all the others are going to be probably doing 8K. So if you don't know how to use snap edges, you don't have to do it, but you have the option to if you are one of these ranks. Fair enough? Hopefully that makes sense. And with that being said, technically, because you're doing 2 blueprints, you should be able to get up to 10 flumes, but we're not allowing that. So you're still limited to 1 to 5 flumes. Want to make sure your blueprints stand out, consider these ideas, and it's a link to yesterday's video. Just go watch yesterday's video. Guys, there's a lot of great ideas in there. You want to create a theme, build your flume attraction around a unique and cohesive theme. As I mentioned with the food stalls and stuff, maybe you want to do a Gulpy theme or something like that. Maybe it's just mythology. Maybe it's Viking. Maybe you want to do sci-fi, you know, something whimsical, industrial. You guys decide what the master of your creation is and you go for it. Guest flow, design and intuitive pathways. You will see in yesterday's video, some people, the exit to their flumes is beside a pool and you have to go all the way around the pool just to get back to the queue, just to go up the stairs, and it's an absolutely dreadful process to get back onto the next flume. So think about the flow. How do I get off my flume and how do I get back on? Is that a short process? Is it an agonizing process? Visual impact. Think about how your flumes will look from every angle. Use the height, the scenic props, and the landscaping to create a dynamic views. No, don't use landscaping. Use the reskilled rocks as your landscape. And interactive elements. Do you have animatronics, water effects, or a surprise elevator for the fun factor? We did see somebody use a water slide that went straight up, and it was like an elevator to take you back to the top to ride the other 4 flumes. Brilliant idea. Unleash your creativity. Shout out to this footage here from Let's Game It Out. Think beyond your traditional flumes. Could your flume end early, launch guests across your blueprint into a splash pool, or perhaps drop slide that finishes in midair, letting riders cascade down a waterfall? Push the boundaries of the design while keeping it somewhat realistic and exciting. While this example from Let's Game It is absolutely extreme, just take this down like a tenth and, you know, launch somebody for a rocky thing and into a little grotto or something and, you know, let them splash down, or, you know, drop them off a waterfall. That stuff is cool, and we want to see that wow factor. It's a contest after all, so you can keep it realistic, but you can get a little playful. So are you guys ready? This is your chance to make a splash with our very first Planet Coaster 2 contest ever. Let your imagination flow and create the flume attraction of your dreams. Whether it's thrilling, relaxing, or whimsy, we can't wait to see the masterpieces you guys create. The deadline is January 19th, and this is releasing on December 19th, which gives you over a month. And the link, the submission form is ready to go. So if you finish early, there'll be a link to the submission form on Discord, or you can just click this hyperlink, which this can be found on Discord. Judging criteria, entries will be evaluated exclusively by community votes yet again. As always, after the showcase, the Channel 5 Gaming Discord and YouTube community will have their opportunity to choose their favorite entries per bracket, so be sure to make sure your blueprints shine and win over the crowd. With that being said, we have no idea how many people are going to participate in this. We have no idea. We don't know. The community has grown a lot. There's console players now. There's returning players from Planet Coaster 1 and new players that just picked up Planet Coaster 2. My poll on Discord in the last 6 hours got 208 interactions, which tells me 200 plus people in Discord alone want to participate in this contest. And that doesn't include the people, you guys watching, that are now getting hyped up and now joining Discord. So it could be 50 creations, it could be 200. I have no idea. The more creators we get, the more brackets there will be. So generally, if we don't have that many submissions, we're going to bundle Advanced with Expert. We're going to bundle Masters with Grandmasters. We're going to put Pioneers and Legends together. But if there's enough for everybody, Legends will compete with Legends. Grandmasters will compete with Grandmasters. But as of right now, I believe we only have 5 Legends and like 5 Grandmasters. So there's likely going to be a couple bundling. But for the most part, yeah, I suspect we're going to have a whole lot of builders, advanced, experts, and masters. So those will likely be their own categories for community members to vote. So I'm pumped. I hope everyone's excited for this. And, you know, a lot of people are on holidays. A lot of people are on staycation. So hopefully you guys find some time over the holidays to sit, relax, play some Planet Coaster, get building, get creative. And, you know, you have plenty of time in January as well to get building. You have a whole month plus to, you know, figure something out. And yeah, I hope everyone's excited for this. So happy holidays, everybody, and happy Planet Coaster 2 building. Hope everyone has fun, and I'll see you all on Discord. Bye now.